You were making funny faces while you were sleeping.
No, it wasn't.
I decided to nap here in your room while Callista was taking her bath. She told me if there's ever trouble, I should always run here.
That's my girl.
Callista will come get me when she's done with her bath. Thanks, Corvo. It makes me feel better.
Anytime, sweetie. Morning,
Well,
Lydia.
Mr. Sokolov has certainly recovered. A good night's sleep has left him with an appetite.
Cecilia just came in, and look at what this goober is doing. Piero?
Attention,
What the
Dunwall
fuck?
citizens. The
I know it looks... I was inventing a new kind of lock.
Shut the fuck up.
The tumblers, shaped like snowflakes. The truth is, there is no snowflake lock. I was just, looking through the lock. I couldn't bear it if she knew. I know you're a man of honor, and I also know that you can kill me at any time. And for both of these reasons, I apologize and beg for your discretion.
No more peeping on people while they bathe, creep.
The young lady Emily was trying to sneak into your quarters while you slept, sir. I don't think she meant any harm.
Of course not.
First you joined us, then Overseer Martin, then Lady Emily, then Mr. Sokolov. More dishes and laundry for me. At least make me feel safer. At one
You're
time,
welcome.
We used to have colorful bedding. Someone bleached it all trying to kill plague germs.
That sucks.
It's gotten so bad that I can barely walk anyway, even during the day. Those dogs from the City Watch are terrible. Just mean. No one here can sing. I think we could use some song here. Some music.
I heard Lydia singing the other day.
The High Overseer is supposed to be the most pious man in the Empire, living completely in alignment with the Seven Strictures and guiding the people in the religious faction towards spiritual health. Campbell was a farce. If not for all the blackmail material he accumulated, he'd have never been more than a lower-level initiate among overseers.
Oh. I guess that makes sense.
The Admiral Lord Pendleton and I have already begun using some of what we've learned from Campbell's Black Book, Corvo. You've given us powerful leverage to get the Overseers on our side. I can't thank you enough. I'll speak to you later. I've got to go through Campbell's journal again. It's incredible. A decade of secrets, betrayals, and observations. Now I understand how such a man rose to the top of the Abbey.
Seems so much easier to rise through the ranks by lying and manipulating, instead of doing the honest and just things. Why is that?
I hope Sokolov will cooperate. I'd hope to have him paint my portrait again one day. Just me this time.
Yeah.
It's not that I object to holding him hostage for a while, since he's been aiding the Lord Regent, but it's a shame. I always found him rather charming.
Really?
Anton Sokolov dined with us at the manor several years ago. He is both brilliant and disgusting. I doubt he has changed much.
People can change.
Bringing in Sokolov was a stroke of genius. The Lord Regent's got the support of most of the noble families. Who knows what bullying he's done to bring them all in line. We need information to break his hold.
Royal Physician, I believe you and Corvo knew each other in former days. Unlike you, our friend Corvo knows what loyalty means.
I am loyal to my inner spirit. You are the one consorting with the most wanted man in the Empire.
It's my belief that Corvo was innocent in the death of the Empress, and the former spy master, or the Lord Regent, as he calls himself, is a ruthless tyrant bent on destroying this city, the heart of the Empire.
You are mistaken if you think there's love between me and our Lord Regent. But whatever you intend to do here, I assure you, I am beyond petty scare tactics.
If I don't scare you, Sokolov, perhaps these rats will. Even if they don't carry plague. I've heard of a swarm of rats stripping a child's body to the bone in half a minute. I've heard worse. How long do you think it'll be before you talk? Before you beg to talk?
Rats. Is that the company you keep now, Admiral?
It's the company you keep that interests us, Sokolov. We know you painted a portrait of the Lord Regent's mistress, the very aristocrat who is funding the military with her fortune. She is the key to the Lord Regent's control over the city, and we must have her name.
Sorry, Admiral. I cannot help you.
It's time to put him to the question. Whenever you're ready, Corvo. He can get us closer to the Lord Regent. It's unfortunate that this must be done.
You're part of this rabble, but I know you have your reasons.
Yes, he does. All we need is the name of the Lord Regent's mistress. It's very simple.
I elect not to tell you. You will have to force the words from me, and I warn you, my willpower is quite legendary.
Curious strategy.
Of which I approve.
Interesting.
I could use a
You approve of bribery? I guess he's just the type of man who's not beyond that. Hey, and here's Wallace.
Say what you will, the royal physician knows his wines. We must admire Lord Pendleton's composure in the face of his terrible loss. That mark on your hand, is it a tattoo or a brand? It's disturbing, I must say. Surely you're not superstitious.
No.
It's well known that Sokolov is virtually addicted to a rare liquor called King Street Brandy. The taste is revolting, but I happen to have a bottle. However, I am reluctant to give it to you for Sokolov. It cost me quite a lot. It is very expensive stuff, a blend of rare Pendician spices and a drop of whale oil. Would you care to purchase it?
We're kind of in a tight spot. So, yeah. And I'll take this while I'm at it. Thank you very much.
But it only cost 150 coin, and I was still able to purchase that stealth upgrade. I thought Piero said it was very expensive stuff, did he not? Now, I'm glad it wasn't something like 10,000 gold coins, but I'm just saying, that's what I thought it would cost. That's what I think when I hear very expensive stuff. I'm drinking that new Starry soda, eating fruit snacks myself, but
Not the
I guess they don't have
swells
this
we
in this
found
universe.
here, but the fine spirits.
Oh, and Teddy Grahams.
King Street Brandy? I didn't know any more existed. It is an extraordinary gift. I see I'm dealing with men of taste. I can tell you this much. She was always referred to as Lady Boyle. I painted her to be sure, but I never saw her face or learned her first name. You see, I painted her from behind. I assure you, she still makes a striking portrait. But I do not know which Boyle she is. I was to be introduced to her at a masked ball in her honor this very night. But I will miss that party, it seems.
A masked ball at the Boyle estate. Tonight, the timing is perfect, Corvo. But the Boyles are wealthy and ruthless, so security will be very tight.
Of course, you already have a mask, don't you, Corvo?
He's right. You will be able to mingle with them once you're on the ground. You'll have to find out which of the Boyle women is connected to the Lord Regent, and take her out, in whatever way you can devise. We're very close now. If you do this tonight, you'll be able to strike at the Lord Regent himself and put Emily on the throne. May the wind favor you.
Curious, Sokolov. Why a drop of whale oil? What does that do for the brandy?
I swear I never saw her face, although I can vouch that her hindquarters are the finest in the city, and perhaps the Empire itself.
Okay, I don't need to know that.
I assume I will remain in this kennel for the duration of your little protest movement. I don't suppose you have anything to read? Wilmot's History of the Lesser Perversions, perhaps?
Is that what book is in there?
You're mistaken if you think I care a fig for the Lord Regent. The man's neurotic. He's the source of most of our trouble, I suspect. You're a far more interesting person than I took you for, Corvo. One day we'll have quite a conversation.
I hope so.
I never believed you were the one to strike down the Empress, Corvo. She cared for you greatly. But I suspect you'll be the man to put the next Empress on the throne.
The last thing I want to do with people is threaten them and punch them in the face. I'd rather have a conversation. Oh, this is Cult of the Spheres Volume 2. Orcado was elated, like a boy of 16 on the eve of the Fugue Feast. When we're back in Bristol, I'll be named Royal Physician. Or you will be burned for heresy, third perfect. All depends on what we find when we get there. My master's voice was different, as if the air of the outer spheres added qualities normally absent. Uncertainty, weakness, fear. I risked another glance at the monolithic structure in the distance. It was a wonder for Arcado, a puzzle for Overseer Byrne, and for me, a towering monument to emptiness, a magnificent shrine to madness.
I hear you're
Oh, hi,
off to
Trevor.
Boyle's little bash tonight. I have just a tiny favor I'd like to ask you. Could you give this note to Lord Shaw? You'll know him. A rather brusque man wearing a wolf's mask. In fact, he may be looking for me.
I knew Sokolov would see reason and tell us what we need to know. He never actually liked the Lord Regent.
I'd be remiss to find someone who did. He has villain written all over his face.
I'll be sorry to miss the whole affair. But you know how it is. Top secret missions and all that.
Right.
It's rather important. I wouldn't trust anyone but you to deliver the message to Lord Shaw. The note is brief, but Lord Shaw will understand it. Watch yourself among the Lord Regent's noble bootlickers. I do hate to bother you with the matter of this message, but it's of importance, and you'll be able to handle it better than anyone else, I assure you.
All right.
Have you ever been in a sea battle?
Of course.
Did you ever see pirates? And did you sink any?
Of course. Dozens. Oh, yes. But that's not for young girls to hear about.
But I will be Empress, won't I? And then I'll have to sink lots of enemy ships myself. And that's what Empresses do mostly, isn't it?
Of course.
I knew it! I read that some pirate ships have witches aboard that can cause storms and make whales do what they want. Is that true?
Yes. Mostly. Maybe we should be quiet now.
Very well.
She's way too cute for this.
A masked ball. You happen to have the most clever mask of them all.
Thanks in part to Piero.
Everything was so fancy at the Golden Cat, but in a different way than the palace was fancy. The old Madame Prudence said that all the ladies are princesses and the men come to admire them. My doll, Mrs. Pilson, was there the day my mother died. We both saw it.
Yeah.
I bet Mrs. Pilson would have liked it there. I hope she's safe, wherever she is. If I ever see my doll again, I'm going to declare a holiday across the Empire.
You go ahead and do that, sweetie.
Entering a hive of aristocrats, all who live to kiss the Lord Regent's backside. I'd rather swim with the hagfish Lord Pendleton is an exception, of course.
Of course.
The Boyle family is notorious in high society for their decadence and cruelty. I wish you well. Getting in and out of Boyle Manor won't be trivial. You could apply force or guile. Trust your gut in knowing which is the best approach. That thing with the brandy, simply brilliant.
Yeah, I didn't want to threaten him with rats. That just didn't seem nice.
The Boyle costume ball, huh? Well, that'll be fun, but not for everybody. You ready?
Ready as I'll ever be. Isn't my mask on several wanted posters? Or is it my real face?
The Lord Regent's pulling out all the stops for the Boyle family. I didn't think there'd be tall boys patrolling here tonight. Watch yourself, Corvo. They don't fool around. The good news
I can see.
Once you get to the party, that mask of yours will let you blend right in. Enjoy your evening out with the folk of quality. Better you than me.
If you say so, old man. Maybe one day you could go to a party. You know, if that's what you want. I don't know if you would, though. I'm not really a party person myself, but... yeah, I'd take anyone. If you want it.
I think that old woman they call Granny Rags used to live around here. Makes sense that a lunatic like her would be neighbors with Lady Boyle.
I guess. Vera Marais. Back in her heyday, I suppose.
If half the stories about the Boyle family are true, I wouldn't want to step foot onto the Boyle estate.
But you could step foot into the Dunwall Tower, if you'd like, when all this is over.
The streets will be hostile until you get to the party itself. Now, good luck in there. Don't let them fool you. These people are rich, but they're cutthroats just the same.
Right. Everybody wants me dead. Let's hide these bodies. Didn't even notice there was a tall boy right over there. What if I throw it this way? No reaction. The Weepers don't need to die. Blood from the eyes! Cool. I'm gonna save again before I throw this. And I don't think I killed anybody with that blast, so... it's whatever. Ah, hello. Go away. He doesn't live here anymore. Who? Oh, wow. You move fast. Especially for a Weeper. Granny Rag's diary. You can't trust him. You can't love what you don't trust. That's the song the birdies sing when the weather turns cold and forces them out of their nice homes they built. Nice homes spoiled and ruined, useless now. So the birdies hate the weather that betrayed them. They fly away to look for new homes that aren't so cold and dreary. Dreary, dreary. I'm leaving too. My valise is packed. So dreary everywhere I look. I can't bear it anymore. Hey, there's Remy.
Going
What?
to the party, Corvo? Is that what you dreamed of? All those months in Coldridge Prison while waiting for the executioner? Wealth, beautiful women in the latest fashions, laughing and drinking Tivian wine. And
Is that what you think I'm here to do?
Lady Boyle. I can see all her tomorrows, and I know that either she dies tonight at your hand, or she'll live out her days, month after month, year after year, far away, even as her fine clothes wear into tatters and her silken hair gets dull and gray. Half the city can see the lights from the party, and they dream of the delights inside. Will you tear it all to pieces? Either way, it's Lady Boyle's last party.
So, you didn't see me, right? You wanted me to decide. You asked me to do it. There's a hole in the world. Like the hole from Silent Hill? A hole was here. It's gone now. Except in Dishonored, the hole was never gone. It was always here. It never left. Why would it leave when it has a perfect home right here in the Isles? You don't need to do that. Hello? Jesus Christmas. I can't go anywhere with those guys in the way. It's like as soon as you're standing right here, that's just it. You're a blockade. I can't go anywhere. I can't go beyond you. I can't go over you. I can't go anywhere, and I can't go anywhere.
Look sharp. We got a prowler.
Your wife has a name.
It's a fortress. Have you ever been inside?
Never. Oh, I have. Oh, there went my invitation.
Maddie, don't chase after that. You don't know what's in those buildings.
No place.
I'll get it.
Oh, yes. They're going to wear the same costume in different colors, and we're meant to guess. Another of their eccentric.
Are you looking forward to the party?
I was here to give you back your invitation.
Invitation, please.
Anyway.
I'll drink to that.
Which part?
Any of it. I damn, I want some wine.
Right this way, sir. Ah, Mr. Bunting. You just had someone here pretending to be you. Welcome.
Yes. Mr. Bunting. That's my name.
Welcome, sir. Oh, and we have a game tonight. Esma, Lydia, and Waverly are wearing identical costumes in white, black, and red. You'll have to
Another
work out which of
party
your hosts is
game.
wearing which color. Good
It
luck.
was fun for a season, but now...
What is it tonight?
Yes, which is which?
That's who they think I am?
Welcome to the Boyle Estate.
Yes. Pendleton? What's he got to say to me?
Pendleton is a gutless, lying sack of shit.
I hope he's paying you well for this.
Lord Pendleton's representative will select his weapon. A contest of honor will take place between this anonymous gentleman acting for the challenger, Lord Trevor Pendleton, and Lord Shaw, the challenged party. You will each turn and proceed to the marked positions and remain facing away from each other as I count down from 3. You may then turn and fire
Get
at will.
on with it. I'll kill this fool and we can all go back inside.
Sorry, my lord. We shall proceed. Stop! Stand right there. 3, 2, 1.
Oh, was I not supposed to do it yet?
Witchcraft. Black magic.
Hey, he's fine. See? He's unconscious.
And that's
Don't
another
worry about it.
patron dead. What do we do now?
What do you mean
Lucky we're in
dead?
command. I hear the Estermonts pay top coin. No use trying them tonight. Let's see if we can find a little brandy. Let the boils clean up the mess.
Welcome to my party. I don't believe you've had the pleasure.
Enjoying yourself?
You?
He chose that mask, not me.
As gentle as I need to be in any...
You're a scandal in that mask. I like a man with poor judgment. Would you get me a drink? I'd be so grateful. It's so hot in here, I'd do anything for a drink.
Okay.
I say nothing against the Lord
Alright, I
Regent.
got myself a
He's the one
drink.
holding this together. We'll make this great again.
Some of us will be great. The Boyles, at least.
No. It's just luck they found crystals on their land. And that we can excuse me a moment.
I trust you are on the guest list, sir. You remember who's who.
Yeah.
Come and entertain me. Thank you so much. Now, how can I thank you? Are you playing Lady Boyle's guessing game? Well, I know for a fact that Waverly's in black tonight. In mourning for her reputation, I expect. Additionally, Lydia's in red.
Here's a mystery. Are you perhaps with the Campbells? A cousin?
Montgomery Shaw, Adele White, Byron Alders, Joan Blair, Jervo Crawford, Ella Triss, Stephen Harding, Jack Ramsey, Talmadge Estermont, Nels Jeffries, Timothy Brisby, Bernard Frismont, Adam Pyle.
I thought her interests were confined to
Is
her
Miss
family.
White leaving the
I
party
think
with
she
you?
ran out of
Why don't you try
family a
paying
while
her?
ago.
What's it all about? And how do you know this?
My servants heard it from hers, naturally. They were sexual rights, I can only assume. Or else. Tell me, have you learned anything more? Nephews. Careful. We tried for a peek upstairs, and the man on duty is a pass.
Hello again.
Hi.
I heard Lord Brisby was looking for you.
And the boils are awful
And where are they?
Your obsession with the boil.
I know your mission tonight. We must speak. Privately.
Okay.
I'm a friend of Pendleton's, and I've done a few favors for your cause. I know your purpose here tonight, and how to say this, your target is the woman I love. I swear that if you'll bring her to me unharmed, you will never hear of her again. There's a cellar directly below the kitchen. I'll wait for you there. I'm not proud of this, but surely it's better than seeing her killed. Her name is Esma. I won't harm her, I swear. I'm a man of means. Just bring her to the cellar, and I will keep her safe with me. Forever.
Weird, but okay.
Oh, hello, handsome. Oh, really? Who am I, then? In the flesh. Now, do you know what my sisters are wearing? Silly, she's wearing black tonight. Oh my word, I wasn't supposed to say, was I? Lydia and Waverly will be so furious. This is exactly what they said would happen. Oh, don't stop now. This is so thrilling. Come with me.
Huh?
Should we gather for whiskey and cigars tonight? Yes, of course.
Now where have my friends gone? Oh, there you are.
What the heck was that?
We found out what the whales could do when it made us an empire. This is the beginning of a golden age.
Do you know they've dug down and found the ruins of another city under this one? Before the over...
Excuse me.
Don't you think this color suits me?
Are the new applicants?
Evening, madame.
Anything you need, sir.
What a handsome group of guards we have. I hope this plague lasts forever.
Good evening.
You know, I have a dirty little secret. You can't imagine who I'm seeing. I mean, if people only knew. But I'm only doing it to ensure the family name. It's too dangerous right now not to have proper connections. Truthfully, if I could get free of him, I would. You're more my type. Mysterious, silent, self-composed. I do believe this is going to be a fabulous evening. Well, here we are. What shall we do with ourselves?
I don't know. Do you have Monopoly?
Nothing to say? You are an odd one under that mask.
I didn't know what else to do. She didn't lead me downstairs. She was supposed to go downstairs. Oh, that's right. I was supposed to tell her, hey, come with me downstairs. Otherwise you'll be assassinated, or something. Oh, I'm so stupid. Finally, tonight, the party is going to be so fabulous. I shall bed the first man to ask for it, and the second after that. I'm so sick of these dark, awful times. Every day is as dreary as the one before. Well, not tonight. Tonight is for the living. I am so sorry. Esma, darling, here are the 3 costumes for your party. It pains me that I can't be there tonight, though I'm sure you understand why. I know you're going to look lovely in white. I've enclosed a skeleton key to Dunwall Tower. When you visit me, no barrier will come between us. HB. Does the B stand for Brisby?
I think it's pretty obvious that HB stands for Hiram Burroughs, but I was too dumb to figure that out.
River crust reproduction. Curiously, the river crust possesses both male and female anatomical features. One can only imagine what this would mean for human society, were it true among our own species. Would we dispense entirely with courting and dances? Imagine the increase in efficiency, as we all dedicated ourselves to the important matters in life. Natural philosophy, of course, but also industry and law. And when aged members of society need to be replaced by more vigorous younger members, one can simply engage in the auto-impregnation process and produce the desired offspring. Back to the matter at hand. While any given river crust is fully capable of inseminating itself, it must also be noted that reproduction does frequently occur between individual crusts. This happens when river crusts live in colonies, clustered above and below one another, such as when attached to a wooden dockyard piling. In these cases, as one of the mollusks releases its fluids, they run down another in the colony. resulting in the intermixing of bloodlines. Spymaster's axis of his asymmetry. Oh, fuck. Okay, jeez.
I was having trouble with this particularly because I wasn't sure how to get to this particular room without getting caught by the staff. So, I was a bit agitated.
Found her. Quickly, let's get her on board.
Yeah, whatever.
Last,
Get her out of
all
here.
my love.
Sick fuck.
Someday you will understand. You'll never know how happy you've made me. Someday she'll learn to appreciate me. After all, she'll have her whole life.
Just get out of here.
Even though it's nice that Yzma lives in this way, I do feel kind of bad leaving her with a guy like this. Yeah, she won't die, but now she has to deal with this dude who's been clearly pining after her for God knows how long, and that whole time, she's most likely been ignoring him. Imagine being left on a stranded island with someone who's had a crush on you for God knows how long, and you don't even care about them. Maybe they're nice, maybe they are friendly, but it's still weird.
I hope you enjoyed your evening, sir. But we'd best be on our way. Quickly.
Yeah, okay. I probably didn't need that bone charm anyway. It's fine. Okay, so who was I detected by? Was I detected at the last minute? Alright, whatever.
Lord Pendleton said he would meet us here. I checked the wine cellar. Losing family gives a man a thirst.
I don't know where that is.
I'll fast forward us there, don't worry.
Anonymous note? Whoever you are, I must thank you for sparing at least part of my family. We all have enemies. Certainly, we boil women. In a way, you've done me a favor, so you deserve a reward. I've passed this along from one of my servants through another who knows another, to one of yours. May we never cross paths again. Okay, so... who the heck sent this to me? I mean, it said we boil women, so... it had to have been Waverly or Lydia.
I'm going to say Waverly, specifically because that was one of the Boyle sisters whom Trevor was fond of. Hopefully that makes sense, otherwise I'm going to sound like a huge idiot. Then again, what else is new?
Corvo. Emily's hiding again. It started as a game, but it's turned into her way of teasing me. If you see her, will you send her back to me? It's time for her studies.
Of course. I'm gonna do that first before I talk with Lord Pendleton.
Shh! Don't make any sound. I'm hiding from Callista. It's a game we like to play. I remember playing hide and seek with you, too. I don't know why it's so much fun to hide from her. Here. This was at the edge of the river, in the mud. I put it under my pillow for good luck, but it gave me bad dreams. You can have it, as a present.
Right, a present. Now, I get to have nightmares. I'm truly blessed, aren't I?
Hiding gets boring after a while, anyway.
That's a good girl.
What are the principal islands in the Empire?
Circanos, Bristol, Tivia, and Morley.
And which one is the biggest?
Crystal! And it's the best one, too.
And how does whale oil work?
That one's a trick. No one knows. Not even Piero.
Excuse us, Corvo. I'm afraid you're a little distracting for the girl.
Pardon me.
I just wanted to see my little girl hard at work.
Pendleton's here someplace. The river's the only way out of here. Things are moving pretty fast now, eh? All that with Lady Boyle just now will probably put the Lord Regent into a state. I'll be ready in case you need to leave in a hurry.
I've always been an inland person myself. But the older I get, the more I want to go out into the water.
Hello, love.
Hi.
I once snuck into a party at the Brimsleys. Very strange it was, too.
Strange how? Tell me more.
Had a fun night out, did you?
Not really.
I bet you enjoyed yourself over there.
I mean, it was pretty, but it's just a bunch of people standing around waiting for something to happen, I guess. Drinking wine, and yeah, that was about it.
I do like a masked ball. So mysterious. No one likes a party better than I do.
The guessing game would be fun, I suppose. I do like a good mystery.
That is not the vintage I asked for, you half-wit ox. No matter, just set it down. Leave both bottles and get out. I'm trying to write my memoirs.
Jeez, Trevor. And I thought Trevor was supposed to be the better Pendleton.
Attention. You are required to cooperate with overseers as you would members of the City Watch and Elite Guard. They speak with the Lord Regent's authority.
That announcer sounds dangerously close to Havelock.
You did it. And now we've done away with a woman, and a noble woman at that. But Boyle was a viper. She helped the Lord Regent kill the Empress. So I don't feel a thing for her.
Personally, I heard you upheld my name in a rather spectacular style and at some risk to yourself. I want to thank you for it. This little item has been helpful to my family over the generations, but I think you'll find more use for it than I ever will. Go on. Take it.
You've had a long night, Corvo, but I fear it's not over. Havelock and Martin have already cooked up something more for you. They would like to see you now, in Havelock's chambers above the bar.
I was thinking to myself, there's at least one more mission. You are urged to consider presenting children between the ages of 7 and 10 to the Abbey to be tested. As overseers, they will be well provided for and serve the well-being of the community and the city. Oh no. And I'd like to. I do not trust that at all.
Copper wiring is making all the difference, increasing the output by almost 50%. Yet, the whale oil still has too many impurities. I need to find a way to filter it myself if that idiot can't provide a better grade. Even the Academy doesn't have anything that will refine it to the specifications I require. Something new then. Perhaps using charcoal, or a multiple chambered device. I feel confident that the answer will come to me tonight as I slumber.
Maybe. As the outsider visits you. There's Wallace.
I trust you enjoyed the Boyles' hospitality.
Eh.
Ah, Waverly. She's a sad story.
Tell me about it.
I never liked the Boyles, but their taste is exquisite. No one ever thinks about how much work those parties are. What did you think of the drapery over there? Wouldn't work at the Pendletons, I don't think. Too Tivian.
Oh. You sound a bit prejudiced. Masked man, this note is for you. Your actions have not gone unnoticed. There's a package next to your bed, and a note from the one who wanted you to have it. A humble footman. Ah, yes, the rune. And supposedly, a note from one of the Boyles.
Corvo, the time has come. Everything we have done, everything that you have done, has served to make this moment possible.
The Lord Regent is exposed, Corvo. Vulnerable. And now everything is in place to strike at him. We're one step from the throne.
One man, one beating heart, is all that's left of the forces that brought this city to the brink of ruin.
It is simple, but it will be far from easy. The Lord Regent's paranoia has reached an all-time high. He has lost the support of the Overseers, the Parliament, his financial base, and he's lost Sokolov, who made his security technology. So at Dunwall Tower, he has consolidated every remaining loyal man around him.
He knows something is coming. He knows you are coming. And everything depends on him being correct. Piero will help you prepare. Then Samuel will take you close to the tower, near the waterlock. Last time you were there was the horrible day that all of this started. Now you will go there and end it. Good luck, Corvo.
I'm not sure what else we could say, other than our hopes are riding on you.
No pressure. Here's the 5th entry. Well, first things first, you should probably read entry 4, no? Surprising I didn't read this sooner. He is now returning with Anton Sokolov over his shoulder. Simply amazing. Not only can Corvo project lethal force, he can do an extraction that I didn't think possible. And soon, the 2 greatest minds of the Empire will be here, together. If I could get these rivals to cooperate, they could create weapons and tools of unimaginable power. If I could command both of them, well, I'll wait and measure their dispositions toward one another before following that line of thought. Teague Martin is now High Overseer. He's a clever one, and his ideas have taken us very far. Considering where he comes from, he should be very pleased with himself. Now we can be assured that the Overseers will support our claims, whatever they may be. There is only one man now standing between us and complete control of the Empire. Lord Regent will soon find himself staring into that hideous mask of Corvo's. Of that I have no doubt. But what happens after that? Well, that's pretty simple. We go over to Bristol and we boogie down. Oh? Corvo, thank you for giving me a live weeper. This is going to be invaluable for my old friend at the Academy of Natural Philosophy, as living plague specimens are quite difficult to procure. Rest assured my colleague will handle the situation as humanely as possible. I would hope so. When did I give him a live weeper? I don't remember doing that.
Yes, I tell her you will still need to study. And as Empress, you'll have proper tutors, one for each subject. And many personal servants. She asks if she'll have spies. Yes, I tell her. I suppose you will. And advisors. So many advisors your head will spin. She wants a cake maker. Well, I tell her you'll have a whole kitchen staff with an army of chefs. And of course she asks if she can have cake every day. And I say if that is your wish, my young Empress, which always makes her giggle. Sometimes she gets so sad, remembering these things. They remind her of her poor mother. It's been 6 months, and Emily is resilient, but sometimes I can hear her crying when she thinks I'm asleep.
So on one hand, Emily is a handful to take care of. But
I'm taking part in history here. Dunwall is on the verge of a new age, a better age. And this old sailor has had a role to play in it. I doubt I'll be remembered, because the worthy men who made this happen are truly the heroes. And one feisty little girl who hides the sadness of missing her mother very well, bless her. But perhaps someday someone will listen to this and know that a humble sailor named Samuel was a part of it all.
we'll all remember. The boatman is just as important as the people he carries. Don't forget that, Sam.
Ready to face the Lord Regent? About time we took care of my say. Long past time.
Let's get this over with.